Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to take you to a very old page of my travel diary. But before I begin, I would like you to please like and subscribe to my channel. As you all know by now that today I will be talking about Hampi. Its short history, the amazing and fascinating architecture, things to do and the best time to visit. I visited Hampi in 2008 with my family, and this is definitely a walk down my memory lane. At that time, I had only my elder daughter who was not even 1 year old then. Hampi, the world's second largest medieval era city, was the capital of mighty Vijayanagar Empire. Vijayanagar was one of the largest Hindu empires in India. Hampi is famous for its ruins. Hampi is a subset of UNESCO World Heritage Site, Vijayanagar Ruins. This site has collection of about 1600 monuments which covers around 41.5 square kilometers. All these monuments date back between 1336 and 1570. This is our guide for the trip who is posing with my daughter. We first went to Hemekutta Hill. Hemekutta Hill Monuments is a collection of modestly sized monuments that are the best preserved examples of Vijayanagar and early Vijayanagar temples and construction. The hill has around 35 small to moderate sized temples. A large number of these temples date back to 9th to 14th century and hence belong to the era before the Vijayanagar Empire was founded. Hemekutta Hills is a scenic place with beautiful temples which represent historical era of art and culture. Hemekutta Hill also has monuments with two monolithic Ganesha, the Sasivekalu Ganesha and the Sasivekalu Ganesha. The Sasivekalu Ganesha is around 7.9 feet high. This Ganesha is carved with his mother Parvati, in whose lap he sits. She is visible only from the back of the statue. The left hand and tusks of the statue are damaged. The Sasivekalu Ganesha is more than 15 feet high. Ganesha's tusk and other parts have been damaged. Left hand, which holds a tree with his trunk reaching out for it, has survived. Next we went to Virupaksha Temple. Virupaksha Temple is the oldest shrine, the principal destination for pilgrims and tourists, and remains an active Hindu worship site. The main Gopuram, almost 50 meters high, was built in 1442. A smaller one was added in 1510. This is so amazing to know that this place has been a place of worship since 7th century. So when you enter this beautiful temple, you will meet an elephant named Lakshmi, who blesses the devotees as they enter in exchange for a small donation. This is the main entrance of the temple, where the idol of the main deity Virupaksha is. Look at those carvings and sculptures. The temple is full of these. Actually, not only this temple, but Hampi as a whole is in itself an open museum, where you will find masterpieces everywhere which will amaze you. Our guide told us to get a picture clicked over here. As this bull has 3 heads, he told that it is a rare sight in India. So next to the Virupaksha Temple is the ruins of the main Hampi market. Hampi Bazaar, as it is popularly known as, was once the center of flourishing trade. It was a well-planned market area. The series of pavilions had an organized structure. It was a market that catered to the demands of the rich people as well as the general masses. At present, it is just a shadow of its glorious past. A large statue of Nandi Bull can be seen standing at the east end of the street, which is now a major attraction. Next, we went to this monolithic Shiva Linga, which is 3 meters tall. It stands in a cubical chamber which always has water. Next to this was a monolithic structure of Narsimha, which is 22 feet high. This structure originally had goddess Lakshmi with him, but it shows signs of extensive damage and a carbon-stained floor. Here comes one of the most magnificent and grandest temple in Hampi, the Vitthala Temple. This temple has some of the very astonishing structures such as stone chariot and the musical pillars. Not only those, but you can see in the pictures all the amazing carvings and how beautifully this temple is laid. This was a place where we relaxed for some time because we were tired of hopping from one temple to another, and all the time we were carrying our baby as the strollers couldn't go everywhere. While relaxing, we were just enjoying the beauty of this temple. There are several notable structures in this temple like the main hall or Mahamandap, Devi Shrine, Kalyan Mandap, Ranga Mandap, Utsa Mandap, and very famous and icon of Hampi, the stone chariot. I just love the hills of Boulder in the backdrop. The whole town is full of these, adding to its beauty. Look at those intricate carvings on this gateway, just fabulous. When you Google about Hampi, most common pic you will find is that of the stone chariot. It has become the icon of Hampi. This structure is richly sculpted and is considered to be the most stunning architecture of the Vijayanagar kingdom. This represents Vishnu's vehicle with an image of Garuda within. Its wheels were once capable of turning. My husband is giving a pose as if he is rotating the wheel. Next is Rangamandap. The Rangamandap is one of the main attractions of the Vitthala temple. It is renowned for its 56 musical pillars, also known as Saregama-pa pillars, indicating the musical notes emitted by them. Here, every main pillar is surrounded by 7 minor pillars. These 7 pillars emit 7 different musical notes from the representative musical instrument. The quality of sound from these pillars will vary depending whether the instrument is percussion, string, or wind instrument. These pillars are carved out of huge single pieces of resonant stones. During the British rule in India, even the Britishers were amazed by this feature of the pillars. They even cut 2 of the pillars to check if something was inside made sound, but to their surprise they found nothing. These pillars are really mind-boggling. When you see such amazing architecture, you are bound to think that our ancestors must be technologically very advanced. But to see those amazing structures in ruins just breaks one's heart. Look at those amazing sculptures. They are so beautifully carved. And those elephants carved out on stones, they are so small but still carved out to such great precision. Look at these walls which are made by keeping one piece of stone over the other. Their surface is so aligned it looks like as if they have been sliced by some tool like knife. It is hard to believe that all these intricate carvings are just a work of hammer and chisel. These are ruins of another market area. Look at those, they are so organized, well planned. It looks like each pavilion might have been individual shops. It looks like to be a grand marketplace of its time. While moving in the town, we found several amazing structures which were astonishing and some were beautifully carved, like these 2 boulders. Look at the boulder at the right. It is 2 pieces of large stones, one kept over the other. Then both together looks like to be sliced by some tool like knife. That's a beautiful Kalyana Mandapa. In the olden times, marriages were performed over here. As I said, Hampi is an open museum. Enjoy these artifacts through my pics. Next is the underground Shiva temple or the Prasanna Virupaksha temple. This temple is situated below the ground level and is often flooded with water. It is not just an underground temple, but it lies underwater. Yes, the inner portions of the shrine is always filled with water. Lotus Mahal is a fine example of blend of Islamic and Indian architecture. This building is within Zenana enclosure, a segregated area that was used by the royal women of the era, is uniquely identified by its lotus-like structure. Next to this is an Indo-Islamic style architectured building was a stable and was constructed to house the royal elephants of the Vijayanagar Empire. Elaborate structure indicates the importance attached to the royal elephants during those days. Next we went to Hazara Rama temple. It was once a private temple of the kings and royal family of Vijayanagar. Our guide is showing us the lovely bas relics and the panels depicting the story of the epic Ramayana. The interior of the temple has very beautifully sculpted columns. Look at these intricate carvings. Beautiful. This is another market area which is completely in ruins. Look for yourself. These are the plates carved out of stones which was used for eating food. Close to this was Ram Navami platform. It is a beautiful stone platform built by King Krishnadev Rai to commemorate his victory over Udaygiri. It was here where the king used to celebrate the festival of the Shahra. This square platform likely had a wooden mandapa above it. This was burned down during the destruction of Hampi. These stone doors must have embraced some building in that era, which is still a point of interest for tourists till date. This 5-tier step tank was discovered in 1980s. It is considered to be one of the most well-preserved structures in the royal enclosure. This building is called Queen's Path and is believed to be constructed for the women of the royal family of Vijayanagar. Though named as Queen's Path, it was all in probability used as private bathing chamber for the king and his queens. These pics are from near Tungabhadra river. This was such a scenic place. The river banks were considered holy and they accommodate a Vijayanagar era ghat and mandapa facilities for bathing. There are several temples with beautiful carvings along the bank of the river. We definitely created some lovely memories over there. Though Hampi is known for its ruins, but it has more than this. You can take a coracle across the riverside, go on a cycling tour, do bouldering, or go for a bear watch. So if you are planning to visit Hampi, visit it between October and March. That way you can also see the beautiful Hampi Utsav. Hampi can be reached by air, rail and road. Bellary is the closest airport to Hampi, and from the airport you can take buses or hire cars for Hampi. Hospet is the closest railway station to Hampi, and from there you can take taxis or buses to reach Hampi. Hampi is well connected by road, so you can either take taxis, buses, or you can take your own car and drive to Hampi. So if you are a history lover or the one who admires beautiful and ancient architecture, you plan to visit Hampi. I had never visited any of the place which was excavated, so it was one of a kind experience for me and I thoroughly enjoyed there. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.